Hello and welcome to BayouBrit. My name's Simon, and here on the channel we do our best to run a self-service car wash with this lovely in-bay automatic here, fix everything that we can ourselves, and really we're just trying to run a business in small town USA. So let me take you through the car wash. As you can see behind me, we have a D&S IQ2 in-bay automatic, and then we have 3 self-service bays and a vacuum island. We're running some pretty old school technology. We've got a Wash Select 2 here that we've retrofitted with a NIAX reader. We'll go through that at some point, how easy that was. And we've done the important thing of put a phone number up in case people have problems. Here we have our changes, again with a phone number above it. I've got some permanent signs I need to put up. And then we have our vending. Nice, simple, old school vending machine. Doesn't take credit cards, you might look to add that. In the bays themselves, we've got some equipment that is fairly old. It's about 15 years old. We've got Coleman Hanna equipment. So our pay stations or our meter boxes, and we've got new decals on order. We've also got a switch to the Dixmoor LED 6 timers. We're going to be installing that later in the week once they arrive. We've got 10 position switches, which I know Chris Atkins over at Car Wash Chronicles loves. They power the high pressure hose here off a boom that needs some love. And then we've got the foaming brush, and we've got a foaming conditioner here, which doesn't look anything like the picture, and we need to change those too. As you can see as you look around, we need a little bit of love here. We've had this place now for 3 months, and yeah, it needs some love. But I thought it'd be good if you want to join me today on this coin count. Last count was on Friday, and it's now Sunday evening. So we try and do counts every couple of days just to keep not too much money left over in the safes. So in fact, let me show you the pump room before we do that. This is probably one of the smallest pump rooms that you'll find in the car wash game. The automatic pump stand there. In fact, I'm going to move to a wide angle, make it a little bit more flattering. And then this wonderful Coleman Hanna direct injection self-service pump stand, which I will talk you through the problems with that at another time. This equipment here for the automatic is only 3 years old. The self-serve equipment is about 15. So yeah, like I say, this place needs some love. We're gonna do our best to get this to be the best car wash around. It's already up there with our touchless automatic, but we wanna make sure that there's no reason for anyone to go anywhere else. Okay, so now we have our buckets for each bay. Let's go outside and actually empty the money. Now remember, this is a Friday to Sunday collection, so if I can charm the lock, that's not the right key. These are even labeled and I still managed to get it wrong. There we go, the right key. So let's see, 2 days, bay 1. Bay 1 is our worst performing bay. So that's the quarters. So here we have bills as well behind the meter box. These old boxes need some WD-40 really. What do we have? 3 days of dollars. There's probably 10 bucks there. So you can hear our automatic calling people in. So you find all kinds of fun stuff at the car wash. There's always trash, stuff you didn't know existed rocks up. Bay 2 is our most popular bay. When you drive in from the street, this is the obvious one to go to that's right next to the pump room, which means the chemicals tend to get here quicker because we have one of those older systems. Let's see, how do we do? Oh, nice to see a 5 on the front. Well, there's probably 20 something dollars there. Now the nice thing is, it's not just me here, my brother-in-law as well. And what do they say? Don't let any of your workers touch your money, unless your worker's family, because family will only steal a little bit from you. So, I joke, of course. No, you always got to be slightly aware of your surroundings. Well, acutely aware of your surroundings, really. Especially changing money out after dark. However, it is Thanksgiving week. So not only does no crime happen on Thanksgiving week, obviously, it gets dark at 4:30 here. Let's see how we did for coins in Bay 2. Like I say, this is our busiest bay normally. 2 days of collection, that's not bad. And we'll leave the change for the next person that needs it. Okay, let's go hit Bay 3. Now, Bay 3 for us is a little bit hit or miss. Some weeks it's good, some weeks it's just dead. Let's see. Yeah, fairly light weekend for Bay 3. Last couple of turns, there we go. Well, you know, better than nothing, let's say that. We've definitely seen a quieter week this week. I think this comes loose. We've definitely had a quieter week this week. I think especially Friday, Saturday, Sunday with schools ending, people starting to travel for the holidays. Okay, 3 bays. We have our vacuums to count as well, and the cash from our automatic. Always do the automatic last. That way I get a gauge to see if people are around, whether I want to be taking hundreds of dollars out. The Wash Select 2 takes a different key as well, so we have a different T key. So we have 3 vacuums, one with fragrance that doesn't work, and this freshen vac that doesn't work either. Oh, sorry, that one is a shampoo vac. This is the freshen vac. We might look to fix these, but realistically, I've not seen anyone try and use it, so I don't know if it's worth the investment. Oh, somebody just pulled the end of the hose off. Wonderful, I'm glad I noticed that. That only means there's something stuck in it. And we'll test it. This vacuum didn't really work until last week, so it was doing about $1 a week, $2 a week. Now we're probably up to 10, maybe 8. We always test that these work as well. Some irony, old school tricks. Got to come through here and clean up the rubbish. We have a young chap that empties the bins for us each day, which is nice, makes the day easier, but need to come around here and pick up the crap that's been left. Not too bad. So all in all, not too bad for a couple of days worth of vacuums. Oh, hear that? So as you can see, it's a reasonably busy road here. And we're quite lucky, Centre Town is just there, and then just beyond the Napa sign is the police station, which definitely helps with feeling safer. You never know what you're going to find here.
Hello, welcome to the Portland Car Wash. Please select your wash or enter your payment now.
That is the voice of a former local radio host, apparently. So, yeah, there's that. As we open it up, you can see this old Wash Select 2 with the Niax bolted on. So here, 2 days worth of bills. Again, not terrible. I'll put those in my pocket. And we check that we have some quarters to give change and that there is no coin jams, which there are not. So these T's are all screwed up. Just want it tight enough so that there's resistance, really. And then the plug locks protect these from interference.
Please select your wash or
we need to get another one.
Now.
Yes, thank you. We need to get another plug lock for here. I managed to break the key off in one, and I'm not allowed nice things. So now we've counted the coins, or now we've collected the coins and the bills. Let's go count them. So with everything in life, there's something you should spend money on and some things that you shouldn't. We made a mistake with our quarter counter because we should have spent more money on it. Because this guy here is possibly the slowest quarter counter
in the world.
Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if I grab our vacuum quarters, just see how slow this is compared to other options. alt. So what we'll do with these quarters is we will refill our changes, because we tend to cycle through quarters here. This one's not gone down too much in 2 days. This one's obviously been used more. But we'll cycle the quarters back into the machine, and any excess we'll take to the bank. And then really frustratingly, somewhere around $70, these start spilling everywhere. So what we have to do is try and do this one-handed. So we fill these back up. And this will be filled back up to the brim. And if we replace this, we can keep counting. Like you see, this is not a quick way of doing this. Unfortunately, it's the only way we have right now. Okay, so 3 vacuums over 2 and a bit days, 78, 75. So not a bad week for the vacuums, actually. $180 between 3 vacuums, that's really not too bad. Like I said, it's been a bit of a quiet week as we enter the holidays. Okay, so now we have Bay 1. Oh, cheeky. And then as that starts counting, we have 1s and 5s here. We split. So if we set this to 5s, add. Okay, let's start that again. Give it a fair chance. So $29 in bills. Now we just have to wait. That's all of them. So where are we at? $34.75. That takes us up to $218 for Bay 1 for the week, which is down about $50 over average. So like I said, quiet week. I'm going to speed this up because otherwise I'm going to be here all night. But you get the gist. Our quarter counter is slow. Okay, so this is Bay 2, which is traditionally our busiest bay. It's a good start. Chambers are empty. Let's go. Come on. There we go. And now let's count the bills from Bay 3, or Bay 2. 40 and 5s. $64. So whilst Bay 2 is still counting, what we do is we take the bills out of the bill changer, stacks it up here. Again, not bad for a couple of days, 20 on the front. And it's worth remembering that we count this money just to see how much has gone through the changer. We pay this money into the bank, but we don't count it as our figures for the car wash, because someone can get $20 worth of quarters, put $1 into our bays, and then disappear with 19. So that's why we count per bay, is to work out exactly how much we're making, so we can pay accurate taxes on what we received rather than the money that came through the changer. So they're going again, and of course, I dropped a quarter in the bill counter. There we have it. So now that we have the money from the changer, we're going to split it and run it through the accountant. Bay 2 finally counted $122 in quarters, 64, so $186 just in 2 days through Bay 2. That's why it's our best bay. And that doesn't include the credit cards, which we don't actually split into per bays, which is possibly a failing. One thing I found is that my predictions aren't always too good with whether it's been a slow week or not. It's been pretty slow for the automatic, but Bay 1 is down about $50 for the week. Bay 3 is flat, and Bay 2 is up by $47. So self-service wise, it's pretty flat. So we'll do the right changer first. Start with the 20s. Ooh. 10s. You guessed it. 5s. And then the 1s. 180 bucks through the right changer. Yeah, there's much less in this side. But that was reflected in the coin level, so it makes sense. See, 67 plays 180 something. Pretty different. The last thing we have to count is the money from the automatic, the bills from the automatic. So 10s for the automatic. Ooh. 002. Okay, let's start that again. I haven't had this machine error once until the first time I do a count with a camera. How many times do we have? Oh, there we go. 5s. We don't often see 20s here because our most expensive wash is $14. Ooh, cheeky 1. So just the 1s to go. So $178 in bills for the automatic. So now that we've totaled it all up, the automatic for the week made $1,500. The self-serve bays made $1,000, and then we have bits and pieces kind of all over the shop. Total for the week, $2,828, which is about $300-400 lower than where we would like it. But like I say, it's been a little bit on and off this week. So yeah, for the month so far, we are up to $9,000, and yeah, we're doing okay.